There's nothing more ironic than seeing a white woman run after a black man.
Girl, you don't know I'm black in the streets. I can't run.
She was like, this is just another day, bro. Like, she's a long distance running girl. She's a cross country girl. She'll go, she's a cross city girl. Put her in the Olympics now. Let her run the 1.5. Gold medal. Pa, 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 pa.
I would have lost that man.
Get her for the apocalypse. You might need to use her as bait for the zombies, but... Welcome back.
Holla back, girl. Ooh, ooh.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Guess who's back?
We are back.
In the new year. What you saying? New year.
New us. Who this?
Who that? Who you? Hopefully someone new. We'd like to see you. We'd really like your support, guys. Hit the like and comment and share. And also, subscribe. We'd really appreciate your subscription.
We love y'all.
And for those that have hung in with us from day one, we really appreciate you. So the fact that we made it to episode 10. 10.
This is the big 10.
Woo. Some of the best footballers in history wore the number 10.
Like?
Messi.
Yeah,
we know how to be
Miami. My people. He's in Miami-ish.
All right.
Yeah, put some respect on my name. Before I whoop you.
Good on Messi for that. And
took his business to Miami.
Facts. Some of the best footballers. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We really appreciate it. And yeah,
like Northwest said, bless me.
Hey, yo, that video was wild.
Bro, that video was lit. Like,
but you know what? I love how he looks like.
She's a star.
From the day one.
Baby, you a star, girl.
You a star. We're here for you, and you're definitely Kanye's baby. You look exactly like him.
You your daddy daughter.
You're exactly, in a good way. Trust me, in a very good way. So
yeah. Talented, creative.
Also has finesse, has style.
She got chat. That girl got banter.
Dude, she's funny.
For a young little one, she got banter.
Yeah. I mean, she can't be chatting like that to me sometimes. Be like, hey, yo.
Not your mama now.
Not your mama now. But yeah,
Auntie Sophie know how to do that. Whoop that ass, you know?
No, I just give her the stare. Who you talking to? Who you think you talking to? Northeast.
Northwest, girl.
Northeast, Northwest. There was something crazy that I saw online. I guess this is kind of like a trashy bit of news or trash topic, but I'm only going to call it a trash topic because it is, in my opinion, trash. The idea of it, the very idea of it is trash, in my opinion. And so I have not been given any clarification as to whether this is true or not, right? And it was a post that said social media reacts to the dark skin versus light skin show presented by Nick Cannon in collaboration with Zeus Network.
Nick, why?
Why you gotta do us like that?
Why? But wait, I want to know one thing. What is the show about? The title is, it could be alluring where it's like, you know, those kind of like clickbait titles. Ooh, but the actual show has nothing to do with that controversial concept.
The fact that you name it that is because you want clickbait. And you probably did that I think that's kind of wild.
Nick, my boy, you already got enough children. You don't need to be doing wild. Nah.
I mean, clearly it is definitely a thing because it's apparently being presented in Las Vegas. It's already passed. But I guess people are based on this.
I loved Nick from like My Love Don't Cost a Thing. The movie.
That was a movie?
Yeah, there was My Love Don't Cost with Christina Milian.
Oh wow. I didn't know that was an actual movie.
Beautiful work. Beautiful work. But Nick, you already outside wilding for your babies. Shouldn't you be at home vibing? He does do great stuff, like Wildin' Out, movies.
He's a good presenter.
Pero I hope this is not a bad thing, my friend.
I mean, okay, I'm guessing it's just people dissing each other. I could be wrong. Or people living in a house. I don't know.
Whatever it may be, the name is a little out there. Okay.
Going to head. I don't know. There's a special performance by Bia. I guess it's something, but how it was positioned as it was bad versus wild, but particularly the post that caught me and caught my attention was the fact that there were light skin, dark skins, and that was the verses, and that's what it was kind of alluding to. And we don't care so much about the actual show. I think it's more about the topic, the concept, or the concerns around. Maybe that's not the concerns, but they should say the issues concerning dark skinned women and light skinned women.
Or men, people.
Or men and stuff like that. And essentially colorism. And I am of the opinion that it's a little bit, it's quite annoying and quite sad. Don't get me wrong, everyone has their own experience and stuff like that. But to pit people against each other, so to speak, because of their, not reflection, but their pigmentation is wild to me. It's very wild. I just don't understand it, because we should have far less reasons to divide or marginalize ourselves from each other or separate ourselves.
We already are divided by culture. We're already divided by life experiences. We already are marginalized enough as it is. And I just, of course, in acknowledging the different kind of like trials and tribulations that we all face, especially, yes, darker skinned people do face different trials and tribulations that are much, much harder than others. But it's just the idea for me of capitalizing off of promoting such thing, especially someone that is one of us, right?
And just so happens to be light skinned too. I'm like, clearly you kind of using this.
No, I wouldn't say he light skinned or whatever. But I'm saying the topic, as we were saying in general, the topic of society's light skin versus dark skin. I just don't like these ideas. Not that they don't exist, but it's like you keep seeing a division. We're divided enough as it is.
Yeah.
People come from their different cultures, their different household, educations, lifestyles. There's already so much division. And for this to be a division for us is frustrating. Yeah. Because for me, we as marginalized communities, we divide ourselves based off of culture and all these things, but even also now pigmentation. I've never heard a group of little Beckys going, well, I'm a pale Becky and you're a tan Becky. Facts. I ain't never heard of them dividing themselves like that. I mean,
I've never heard of it. They might. Who knows?
They might. I'm not sure if it's happening or not. But why must we as marginalized people, and I say marginalized because in Hispanic communities, there's the, Afro-Latina division. There are these groups. Yes, we understand that there are the differences, that there are the different trials and tribulations that certain people of certain pigmentation will face that are definitely tougher, right? Mm-hmm. But being put out there, marketed as a thing, being trending for it to be a thing, that light skin this, that what, we're kind of like
promoting further,
putting it on a platform.
Yeah.
Further this division, we're making the division seem like a cool idea, and it's not.
It's not.
It's not cool to divide ourselves from each other.
I mean, in another way of thinking of it might be like, okay, this is clearly like a thing. There are these kind of divisions that people see. So how about we use this to maybe shine some light on it, and also maybe rethink how we idealize one certain demographic or skin pigmentation versus another. I mean, there's different ways you can think about it. Maybe you're trying to desensitize people to the differences. I don't know. Whatever way you're thinking of it, it doesn't change the fact that the status quo, the current situation or environment that we're in, is very much divided. I would also just add that people make movies about slavery and stuff like that, which is totally fine. I get it's got a historic element and also an educational element, and also just a straight up entertainment element. To me personally, I'm not a big fan of slave movies. Never have been. I watched them when we were younger, going at school, like Amistad and stuff like that. So that was my first interaction with that kind of stuff. And after studying it and trying to understand it better. I don't think it's necessarily the greatest thing to be watching unless you're doing it for an educational purpose. But at some point, the other argument could be like, maybe you're trying to desensitize it. Some people might be desensitized to the reality of it. It doesn't actually have a purpose anymore. And for me, it's more of a cash grab. I don't necessarily like it. I also don't like how much backing there is in it. And I also don't understand why certain characters or certain people in Hollywood, black people, are constantly in these, not constantly, but they usually get the greatest award when they in that, again, that inferiority. That's what they get awarded for. And I'm like, isn't that a little bit messed up? You're rewarding their acting. And you might say it's acting. Yes, it's acting. But why is it something that we need to constantly see unless people aren't being educated about it enough, as you should be at school or whatever? But for us to be going to the box office
it's
to
because
watch
they're not,
this.
but that's the thing. It's because in the US they're not educating them on these things. It's like, how can you, for me it's like, how can you grow, right? You made a mistake to learn, to change, and have that kind of like comprehension, acknowledgement that I did wrong, to grow and not do it again. But there are certain states where you can't even talk about like
Slavery.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are
Hectic.
certain places where they ban that from schools. So in an aspect, these Hollywood movies, granted, it's for entertainment, which is like you say, a little dark side of it all, but that is some people's, vision of getting the educational aspect of living within history, because schools are not allowing, or schools are not kind of focusing in on teaching you this, right? They're sweeping over that history side of the pain that people have gone through. And the way to see it is to see it through Hollywood's eyes of entertainment.
Perhaps.
I'm
not for it personally. I think it's
like
kind of whack.
Django,
Django was Django, but
I love you,
but I'm
Jamie.
talking about the other
Jamie.
ones. I'm just like, it's always the same sort of rhetoric. Even if it's a good movie, I wonder why it's such a good movie when you see slaves again fighting their way out. I'm like, why is it always such a great movie?
Wait. I
hate to cut you off, but again, let's also remind ourselves who's actually benefiting from these movies, monetary wise.
Yeah.
I just,
not only that, I want to say like my thing about the benefiting and all of that. We as marginalized people, when you look at it, they have already in history enslaved us.
Can we not use the word marginalized? Because I don't feel marginalized. I feel like we don't need to put that. But I understand
But
what you mean.
that is your feeling. But for certain people, they have different feelings.
Yeah.
And I feel like for groups of people that have gone through things in life, right? That have gone through hardships in life. If you see, they've already divided us from culture, right? We already, as I said, have all these divisions. Now, just to make sure that you will never unite together to overthrow them, they've now also even added another separation to you in your own people of pigmentation. You guys will never get along. Already simple fact based on different educational backgrounds, life, social, on different cultural backgrounds. Now you're for sure not going to get along now because of the pigmentation division, right? They implement these divisions amongst our societies
and in different ways. It's not just his show. It's also things like
I'm not saying his show.
No, yeah, it's not just him. I don't know.
It's
but
not
it's
him.
Prawn, and also how black men, the darker skinned black men, are considered more, how do I say, masculine versus the light skinned black man. There are those rhetorics. I've seen it on Twitter. Those are the rhetorics. And then the light skinned woman is considered more feminine versus the dark skinned black woman that is considered more masculine. It's all of these little things that you could really unpack if you get deep into it. But I can understand, because this is this is how people are portrayed on television and stuff like that. And to me, I'm like, okay, fine. This is what's going on. Don't get me wrong. But at some point, I'm one of those, maybe, Aliyah, you need to accept what has happened, and really understand it. I'm like, brother, I get it. It's my life. But at some point, we also need to move forward. Like, it's just same shit every single day.
Same shit, just a different day.
And
out here
In my
trying to
opinion,
get
I'm over that damn sauce, bro. It's not even saucy. It's dried. It's super dry. It's dusty. And the fact that someone might be capitalizing on it and then again re-implementing these psychological thought patterns amongst us, I'm like, are you freaking
emotional
kidding
warfare, bro? Mental warfare,
dude. And you're colonizing your own self. You are an enemy to your own self, and that is wild. You have issues like skin bleaching and all of that stuff, and even that is another issue that people say, oh, it's your body, do what you want. I'm like, is it just your body, or is it you as a body is a symbolism of something? And that's what we need to. We can't just say, autonomy
I still do believe it is your body.
It is your body.
It is your body, and you're allowed to live a life of joy and of upliftment, because no one should feel trapped within life or within their bodies. I do see your
based
point.
On your skin color,
I do see your point based on your skin color, but
that's
I have to say though, it is not easy experiencing things like being from Haiti and also being partly raised in the US. Like, I feel like, and I'm not speaking for everybody, this is just my perspective on my emotions. If this reaches someone, I'm glad I have a friend out there. But being, mixed and experiencing different places, it is hard sometimes when you are not surrounded by intellectual people, uplifting spirits, beautiful human beings, when you're not getting fed that kind of positivity within you. It is difficult to accept sometimes being black, especially when they're tearing you apart. Imagine how frustrating, especially, what I'm saying based on our experience in certain places. Imagine you're looking at a job application that's blatantly saying, everyone but you. We will accept everyone to work this job but you. You're cutting my food source.
Yeah, but white people are not getting touched as well. They're starting to say that there's a I've heard sentiments, not opinions, but I guess it is a sentiment, opinion, or a kind of belief where there is a bit of a war on the West, in the sense where white people are the problem now. And I know it sounds crazy, but I listened to some of it. I'm like, okay, let me try to understand what you mean by this, blah, blah, blah. And listen, racism goes both ways. Not just black people can't be racist. I'm like, no, freaking well can. Hard even. And I believe that we stay being a little bit racist. You just don't know it. Nah. No, but yeah, a war on the West, like white people are the problem. And I'm thinking, wait, why is this a thing where white people are the problem? I think a lot of us don't understand the content of issues. We like to kind of not, what's the word? We try to use a blanket statement like, oh, this is white supremacy stuff and stuff like that. At times, yes, it does apply, but even the word black and white, right? You usually just think it's associated with a skin color, but it's not. There's a lot of things where black, there was a time in South Africa where people couldn't use the term black if there was like a blacklist, because it was associated to black people. Even though it wasn't necessarily about black people, the term black kind of it had another meaning.
It carried a heavy tone to it.
This is how I feel about the N-word, to be honest. Like, I'm just like,
I didn't realize.
You can't use the term black. I'm like, what, so you're gonna use the word gray? But this is the kind of thing. These are the small little like things where you don't use this word now because you're worried it's going to be associated to this and this and that. And so now we are kind of not hippity hopping, but tiptoeing around these subjects. And to me, hippity hopping over these subjects. But to me, my opinion is the only way you really get over something or you move forward is by having different people in different discussions and acknowledgement, and everyone speaking. Instead of it being like, no, you can't be involved in this discussion. I'm just like, you see, now this is a problem. This is, again, remarginalizing.
It's like two wrongs. You know the idea of two wrongs don't make a right? It's like you, and I cannot stand when I see stuff like that. It's like, I get mad at you, right, for hitting me. But then I go and I hit you. So how can I stand and be right on my words when I'm doing the same thing you're doing? It doesn't add up. You make your point. The point becomes invalid. This is small tangent. I remember I'm a kid. Like, I used to do bad things, but
oh shit.
But I was a sassy little one. But when it would hit me, when my mom would discipline me, wouldn't even be when she would like, let's say she would kind of like,
In your
little tappy tap, even though it ain't tappy tap, but tappy tap,
slap, smack it out. Yeah.
Yeah. But what would hit me would be her silence. Whenever I did something wrong,
The
and my
disappointment.
mama, ooh boy, I'd rather you whoop that ass.
It slaps different,
I'd rather you slap that whoop that.
it hits you inside. It
Bro,
hurts, bro.
really, it will eat. I'd rather you yell at me
Yeah.
than to give me silence. It's like your friend does you dirty, right?
So how is using the N-word helping you?
It's not that it's helping us, but it's just something. The N-word, look, I can't speak for other folks on the N-word and how it's helping them. I cannot speak for a group of people.
This is definitely my opinion.
I
my
want to
opinion.
know someone else's opinion. Like maybe someone else can chime in on the opinion of the N-word, because I've never really had.
See, I'm talking from opinion of also a South African that has the K word, the equivalent of the N-word. And we outlawed that straight up. We don't use it amongst ourselves. We don't use it. We don't also sing about it or say it and reclaim it. Sorry, I sound super rude and sarcastic here, but to me, it's triggering me, because I'm thinking in my head, when another person, and let me tell you why, when another person, whether it be a black person or a white person, whatever, and they use the N-word, and I'm just like, what makes you think you can use the N-word around me? Who do you think you are? I am not your person or your
You've
experience.
had people comfortable enough.
Famo, this is my chat, and I'm just like, oh,
I'm not
so
that
you think
friendly.
I'm one of them? I am not that. I know what happened. I'm very aware of it. I did not also support it. Don't make me think. Don't act like I'm cool with it. Now I might listen to the music because it's dope. Don't get me wrong. It's nice music, right? However, when I hear the N-word, I feel sick to even repeat it. Now, there's other people of the black community that aren't black American, that have not experienced the same thing as slavery, whether they be in Canada or whatever, and they still use it. Even South Africa, they still use it willy-nilly. I'm like, dude, it's just a word. Is it though? Because the white person says that you're going to slap them, huh?
In our vocabulary, in our speech, there are many other ways to express ourselves.
Dude.
I feel like it's not the best way of standing on something, but at the same time, it's like, who are you to tell me what I can or can't do?
I'm not saying you can't do it. But
don't
don't be saying it around me.
Well, that's on you. Close your ears.
Oh, well, okay, no, but don't say it around me, and also don't apply it to me, because you're considering me that. And it hurts me.
Personally, I feel like everybody else is always having their forms of opinions upon empathetic in that way towards America. And because America puts themselves on the silver platter to be chatted up so much, and because Americans themselves will chat about themselves in that light, right?
Yeah.
I feel like people are from the outside are more, excited to point fingers, but I don't feel entitled to chat. I don't feel a sense of, well, I'm black, I can speak upon South African business. I don't feel like that. I don't feel the need, or I don't feel the comfortability to empathize that way as you feel like, oh, I feel like I'm part of it if it's being done, if it's
No, I didn't
said.
say I feel like I'm part of it. I'm saying that as soon as you use it not use it against me, but you use it with me, it means that you're also applying that same narrative. It's the same thing. Like if you start using the K word in front of me because, oh, I'm also a black person, and I'm like, okay, then you can clearly speak on it, because now you're also experiencing the same culture from which it derives. Yes or no? It's a fact of its language.
Aaliyah,
My guy.
For me, you're saying if you were to use, which I don't know what that word is, but if you were to use this K word, apparently
Kafir.
you don't gotta say it, please.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah, I don't.
Exactly.
Look, if you were to use this word around me, I feel like I wouldn't be sitting here like, oh my God, I'm a part of this. I'm empathetic. I'm in it. Your business is your business. It's like when South Africans have chats about colored, or say stuff. I have my personal ideas that resonate towards me in terms of that. But I don't go around speaking like, standing my ground. Well, I believe and I blah blah, and that ain't my business. That's your country. It ain't my business to go. I'm not that American that feel like it gotta go in other people folk business to go and chat about and stand on my high horse or my high ground, looking at other people's. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I'm not saying that people don't have a right to use the word. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
That's on them if they want to use it.
But don't use it in reference to me.
Who refers to you in the N-word?
Oh, so many people have, because they use the term around me as if like they're comfortable enough, and I'm like, listen here, this is because just as I don't necessarily comment so much. By the way, you can comment on anything you're allowed to. It's freedom of speech or whatever. Limited freedom of speech, whatever. But I'm not going to get into that because that's a very complex topic. However, I'm just saying that the same girl that you're telling, same white girl that you're telling, oh, I don't want you to use the N-word while I'm singing it on my dope track, hip hop rap track. But guess what? That same girl behind closed doors, she's gonna be yelling that word, yelling it at the top of her voice, like, brother, like she's one of us. Shit. And to me, I'm like, girl, do your thing. They sing it, right? It's an influential culture. It's cool. All of that stuff. You're just listening to music that you like. Now you can't say the word, but when you say it, oh my gosh, I swear it feels like releasing something. Now, even that feeling that you get from it. Wow. You see the power of this word.
Honestly, I feel like in terms of like, now the people that are hardcore in this woke movement,
that wokeness
will be
me behind.
will be the white people so woke. Bro, there was a movie, I think it's Old Dads or something like that on Netflix, and it talked about this, and it was hilarious. It was hilarious because you got to see literally the real, like, the wokest people are the white people that the liberals that are doing the most. But for me, it's like, I'd rather you be honest, because you're gonna be woke to my face.
I'd rather be racist to my face.
I don't. Well, I'm not pushing that.
No, I'd rather you be honest.
No, I'd rather you be respectful. You don't
want to see us
like your mama said. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Because if I don't have nothing nice to say about them, I'm not gonna go to their face being woke or being racist. I'm just gonna not be around you. But my thing is, I'd rather you just sit there and vibe out rather than be extra and do the most. And then behind closed doors with your little homies, you go, oh my God, black people, we don't get, things are just as tough for us, or whatever it is. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather we all stop trying to paint a face of perfection. I feel like the real issue is the lack of being able to speak respectfully. Speaking respectfully. But you can say...
It's not just that. It's also people aren't in environments where there is constantly different cultures and engagements. When you don't have that exposure to different kinds of people, you become... I heard... This is another story. This is a tangent. But in Canada... Not in Canada. Well, it wasn't Canada. But my friend was telling me that his friends, have like this whole diversity thing. And like when there's people of color, this whole diversity concept is feeling a little bit... threatening, not threatening, but suffocating to his white friends. And I was just like, whoa. Now, the problem is, it's not suffocating because they feel like they can't say anything without it being punished in some way or form.
It's suffocating because you want to do it.
Yeah. But even then, I'm like, okay, so what is it that you don't want to say? But also, this is also a problem because clearly you have been in a situation where you're so comfortable, and that's the problem. That comfort, to me, is the worst feeling you can have, because that means that you've never had to walk out of your comfort zone or walk out of your shell, pop out of your shell. I don't know what the terms used there, the metaphors, but you haven't gone out of your shell and you haven't experienced different people, different cultures, and all of that stuff. Because if you had, this wouldn't have been a problem. But people of color who are always being put into different positions, I even asked my friends once, I'm like, why don't you have other black friends? They're like, what? That sounds racist. I'm like, does it though? Because here I am. I'm having friends with, I'm friends with everybody. No problem.
Bro.
I dare you to say something crazy. I'm like, let's have a conversation about it.
People
be uncomfortable.
Together.
But I stay uncomfortable. No problem. That's my comfort. Why is it that I should be doing that? Why is there no pressure on someone else to do that? And that is the problem.
Yes.
Anyways, I got so passionate here, but I'm just over
No, but
it.
it is the truth. Sometimes I'll look at like certain groups and I'm like, I'm looking at the pictures or I'm looking and I'm like, you're a very open-minded person, but
Oh, I read a book. I watched a documentary on this.
I know this person, but your life is
It's gated, dude. Get over yourself and get out there and live a little.
Explore.
And you know what? You might find that life is way more colorful and beautiful than you ever thought. And it would teach you to have not tolerance, because I don't like the term tolerance towards other cultures,
respect and
but
patience.
respect and appreciation of other people. And that in itself will also develop you, evolve you, progress you.
In your communities.
And influence you in your communities, because there's nothing better than a mixture of cultures, guys.
Boy.
It's beautiful.
And it brings in so much.
It's exciting as well.
But you know the places that I see, like I will give it, I'm not really sure. I'm going to speak it and I'm not sure. But like I've been to certain places, like certain Middle Eastern countries, I'll say they're very diverse in terms of like groups. Like you'll see that there's many different kind of people hanging out with each other. And I love to see that.
And some of them still might be racist, but hey, at least they're honest about it, because they're uncomfortable be together. You know what I'm saying?
But it is nice to be able to sit somewhere, share these things, hear them out, agree to disagree, and respectfully learn or not learn, block your ears or open your mind, and
don't ever not learn. Always take something out of anything.
Yeah, and just move forward. And I think that we should kind of normalize this more, you know? Normalize being able to have certain conversations that are not always going to be conversations that are to make you feel joyful and comfortable.
Normalize
happy.
Discomfort.
Normalize
discomfort.
Normalize discomfort.
I think that's
I love
important.
that.
Which sauce is it? I'm excited for this one. Drum roll.
Movie edition.
Yee.
But kids movie edition.
Because those, I still love these movies because...
Me too, I watched them.
Yeah, we had a little... I mean, I remember when you were picking them and I'm like, I want this one, you like me. And I'm like, I want this one, you like me.
Well, there's only... Out of all of them, there's one of them that I'm not very familiar with.
But yeah, let's get it started.
With our first one being Shrek.
Dude, my uncle told me that I pulled them to go watch Shrek at least 3 times at the cinema when it came out. It's amazing.
Is it?
It's funny. It's funny. Do you know how funny Eddie Murphy is in this movie? Like Eddie Murphy, honestly, whenever he is an animated character, albeit maybe not even just an animated character, he is a funny guy, but especially when he's played animated characters, he has remained ingrained in my mind as one of probably the best performers, artists, creatives alive. Because I'm like, he's funny. He just adds so much zest, and naturally as well. So yeah, for me, Shrek is a wicked kitty. I love it. I could watch it today. I could watch it tomorrow. And also all the references. Lord Farquaad, people calling people Lord Farquaad. You know, if someone has like a very strong jawline, they call him Lord Farquaad. I'm pretty sure, what's his name? Jack Farlow said that.
Jack Harlow. Jack Farlow.
There's a lot lows. Yeah, but yeah, he made a reference to Lord Farquaad, and it's funny because Lord Farquaad was a short guy, big, broad chin and jaw.
I love that movie. I thought it was lighthearted. It's just like Beauty and the Beast, though. Like the idea of the beast and being with the beauty. I don't know about all.
Did I send you that video of this the dubbing, like a different voice over that? Oh my god, where is my phone now?
No, but for me, I'll put Shrek and the Drippin' Wet.
Are you gonna put it in dripping wet? You're not gonna just be with me with the wet kitty?
I'll go with you on that.
Oh, guys, the power of influence. The power of influence, guys. Anyways, let me quickly show you this.
No, but it's a dope movie.
Wait, I'll let you be my new daddy.
You call me daddy?
No! As long as you let him go.
Say less, shawty.
Come into the light. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ah, 씨발, so ugly. No, Belle, you'll get herpes. Hello, Daddy.
She, I'm taking him out of here.
Wait, I changed my mind. Wait, I'll let you be.
This is wild.
It was a no.
No, yes.
No. No. I love that. Okay, yeah. But yeah, the spoofs that also come out of it, the sketches, are jokes.
I love Shrek. Shrek is cool.
Shrek can get it. He did get it.
He did get it.
He did. Monsters Inc.
This is the one that I'm not too familiar with. I kind of like have a background. It's a little kid kicking it with monsters. First of all, kid movies where little kids are with big characters. I'm like, why are you letting a little kid play with a big monster?
Because little kids are monsters. Where's the lie?
Jokes.
It's a joke, so it's a truth.
But it is the yo.
Kids are monsters.
They could be scary as hell, bro.
Bro.
I have and I speak from someone with a lot of nephews and nieces. I have one of my nieces. She's very little. She's so cute. And the other day I'm talking to her and I'm like, oh, hey, I miss you. I love you. And I was like, hey, you have to be nice to your parents. And you know what? She goes slowly in slow motion. She goes like this. Look. She gave me the finger, bro.
What? You see these kids though,
bro. I was like, oh my god.
And then people are like, yeah, we need to start.
She's
giving
wild.
our kids hidings again. I'm like, I get it. They're actually a little bit crazy.
Bro,
that's
she deserved a hiding for that.
But you know those scary movies or horror movies? Why are the when they have a kid, it's always super scary?
What do you mean?
Chucky.
Oh, I don't like it.
You see what I'm saying? There's something about a kid.
It's scary.
A kid.
It's scary.
That's mission make. A kid. They scary, dude. That's what I'm saying. You call them innocent, but are they though? I don't know. They're innocent because there's no repercussions to their dodgy actions. But anywho, yeah. But Monsters Inc. I think was funny. I watched it later in my life, like in my 20s, I think. But I was laughing.
You were here for it.
It was really funny. I did not vibe with it or the idea of it in the beginning. I think this is a Pixar. It's Pixar, and Pixar is very, very good with their animation, the quality and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it its flowers. I'm putting it in dripping wet.
Yeah, I'm good for dripping wet.
Have you watched it yet?
I've watched clips of it.
No, you should watch the whole thing. It's jokes. It's real jokes.
Mulan.
Dude.
In celebration of our great areas.
Our great country that we currently are dwelling in.
Is it from this country or is it from?
It's based on Chinese.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
Oh.
It says Mulan is Chinese.
Because there's different, I don't want to be disrespectful to my Asian continent.
I don't know what, or now you know. First you didn't know that there's different dialects, but no, there are different provinces, but this is just generally China. Yeah, I love this movie. It's beautiful. Everything about it was great. The bug, I don't know what kind of bug it was, but yeah.
It was a dragon.
No, the bug. There was a little bug that she also had. Like a little grasshopper kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was cute. Yeah. And Mushu. Ooh, Mushu. Again, Eddie Murphy.
Mulan was the first to not the first, but she was giving androgynous, okay? She could be a boy, she could be a girl.
Dude, and she was a hot boy.
And she was a hot girl.
She was doing them both.
Both
very well.
Androgyny.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Mushu kind of made this movie for me. In fact, if it wasn't for Mushu, I don't think I'd have enjoyed it as much.
I love the movie in general. It was a nice movie.
Yeah, no, it was great. I'd put it in dripping wet.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why.
Why? The
remake, not trying to be disrespectful.
You didn't like the remake?
Nope.
No?
And I understand that there was a lot more sensitization in terms of how it was shot, the people involved, all of that.
I felt like it was good.
I'm not saying it wasn't good. Okay, no, actually, I don't like it. I just really don't like it. I respect it. It's just for me, when you're making a remake or a live action movie, a remake
of a cartoon, it can be tricky. It can be tricky.
Super tricky. I think the only people that did it really well was Jungle Book. I haven't watched the new Lion King because I'm scared.
Really?
I'm scared. You can't ruin that for me. If you ruin it, you've ruined it. But the thing is, so I watched the new Mulan because I'm like, okay, cool. I like the live action characters. I like that, the people who are involved in this movie, the demographic or the culture in this movie have more of an influence in how it's made, in how it's shot, and the storyline. I respect that. I was for that. However, execution dead. For me,
Zero.
Mushu not being there, I was like, guys, no Mushu, no. There was the humor was gone. And when you make a kids movie, it needs to be something where, yes, it's serious, but it's also lighthearted. And
yeah, but when it's real live action remake, is it still kids, or does it bring in the adults into it all?
No, what do you mean? There's still adults in the movie, in the kids movie. It's still the same thing. It's just the same way as Lion King, or what's the other one?
I don't know.
Jungle Book?
I still like the new Mulan. I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't the greatest live action recreation, but I thought it was alright.
I was very disappointed.
I watched it.
I was very disappointed. Otherwise, these other movies that have been recreated that have been great from this great country, but this one,
True.
I almost wanted to cry. That's how disappointed I was. And then we have
Jungle Book. This is supposed to be Jungle Book.
okay.
We have Jungle Book,
We have the Jungle Book.
which I love.
Yes. I'm going to put that in.
It's still dripping wet for me.
I'm going to put Jungle Book
'Cause of,
definitely Wet Kitty.
Why? It's a little boy in the middle of the jungle.
Do you know how hard it was to remake that movie? That kid did that all by himself. He is a king. Honestly,
He is a king.
No, he's okay. He's a little prince still, but right now he's a little prince. But he's definitely going to grow up into a king, because that is probably the most difficult kind of acting ever.
It's a lot of action. It's a lot of action.
What do you mean? There's no action. He's looking at walls, bro. He's imagining his whole. Did you see the back behind the scenes?
No.
All of that was imagination. All of that for him to like imagine
yes,
this.
but we're starting out with the original.
The original's still great.
It's still great, but what is a kid doing in a jungle being raised by?
It's jokes.
It's like being raised. I mean,
Like Tarzani?
using my imagination, it's jokes. It's great, but like, is it really?
What's your actual problem with it?
Oh no.
I don't think you really have a problem with it.
I have a problem. I guess him being in a jungle by himself. I don't know, but I think the Jungle Book is cool. I've watched it many times though.
Oh, really?
I cannot see it as a wet kitty. I think it's a dripping wet, but
I kind of feel bad also using the terms wet kitty when we're talking about kids movies. It's a little bit weird. Sorry about that, but yeah. But you get the gist. No, you have to continue the.
No.
You can't change the songs, bro.
I love Lion King.
I'm sorry if I've completely obliterated that.
It like
I don't even know the
I want
words.
to ask a question that is gonna sound so stupid of me.
No, there's never a stupid question.
No, this one might be.
Only a stupid misattempt. That can't be a thing, but go on.
That the way is this a language?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, just don't know which one. I'll check that out. My bad.
If anybody knows, please educate us.
South
and tell
African's
us.
gonna go in on me, and I'm like, brother, come on.
Please let us know what language was being spoken in that song, because till this day I would love to know.
Yeah. Dripping Wet Kitty.
Yeah.
Hands down. Tear jerker.
Great storyline.
Could only watch it a couple of times, but never could watch it when I was older. Cried too much.
It was wonderful.
Just, yeah. Simba, not Simba dying. What's his name? The big guy. Mustafa?
What? Yeah,
No, it's not Mustafa.
No. I think that's the.
It is
evil
Mustafa.
I don't know.
It's Mustafa.
Where? Oh my gosh. Brain freeze.
Simba is a baby. Yeah, and then Nala is the
best friend.
Simba's soon-to-be wife.
Or best friend. She too young. They young kids.
Nah, dude, they start courting when the babies.
Oh man.
They ain't humans.
No, not my love Sim. Why they do Simba like that?
But when I also heard like real people being called Simba, I was like, this is a little bit weird, but okay.
Why?
Mufasa, not Mustafa. Mufasa.
Mufasa.
I think
Yeah.
that's a dope name. Zazu. No, these
like
names are
Zazu.
dope.
I like Zazu.
Guys, let's just actually give them a clap for having great names for these characters.
The movie was just spectacular. It was beautiful, well written, well done.
Well, everything. It was yeah, from beginning to end.
It was given, yeah,
Given.
yeah.
I don't know what the song melody is.
What are your ideas on these movies? Which ones are your faves? Which ones are eh?
Yeah, comment down below.
Please hit us up. Share your ideas. I love all of them. They were lit.
So, if you guys didn't see the Jonathan Myers, so the source of the day is because it's kind of jokes.
It eats me up, man. I wanna say,
It eats you up.
yeah, in a way of like being. I am. It is wrong for you to that man. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I'll put
of
up the clip of
him
the video. That's
running in the streets away from her.
for me. That was funny. Hey yo, because we were like, was he hitting her? Nah, I think he was trying to push her into the car.
I think he was trying to like, look, stay in the car and leave me alone. I'm leaving. And
When she starts and then ran, hey. For me, it was just like he wasn't even just running. He was definitely, there was a rhythm to it. He was pacing himself. Pa, pa, pa. This girl, she has heels. Maybe not the highest heels, but she's got heels. And she's also pa, pa, pa. And I'm like, hey, yo. These people have gone through all the streets. I don't know, Boulevard. I don't know.
They went from wherever in New York all the way
My
to
thing is, question.
Rhode Island. I don't know.
How far are you going to chase somebody, dog?
Let it go, girl. Leave
Like,
him alone. Leave the. You know why I'm saying like this hits different, because I don't like. First of all, I don't know what, we only see a certain part, right? I don't know what went on. I'm not. Any woman that's been through things, I'm not discrediting you, but I think it's important that you not be a petty, spiteful person, because you've destroyed this person. No. You've destroyed this person's name.
Or did she?
Yo, he lost so many deals.
Oh, is it because of the case? Or the messages? So there was abuse. So
No. Hear me
same
out.
girl.
It's the same girl.
Oh, okay.
It is the same girl that came out with this vendetta against him, saying that he, whatever, abused her. It's this girl. She came out. First of all, if you're going to come out to say something against someone, have solid facts. Stand. Don't tarnish someone's name.
I don't know if there were actual solid facts or whatever. I just heard that I don't know.
There was the videos are solid facts. Granted, look, King.
I thought it was messages.
There was messages. There's the video of him of her chasing him in the streets.
I thought that was after.
No, this is a part of the whole situation.
Not during the court case?
No.
Would this happen before the court case?
Yes.
The running happened before the court case.
Yes.
But the court case came out like a week ago. I'm so confused, bro.
So everything that occurred, this court case came from this incident. She's saying that he abused her within this incident of the pictures.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So all of this court case came from these evidence that you're seeing. And the court case did not come out this week. This has been an ongoing thing. He's lost job opportunities. He was supposed to be he was supposed to be a part of certain movies or advertisements. Like he lost so many things because of this.
But now my question is, so then this video that comes out, so it was also long ago. Mm-hmm. Wow, but it feels like so new. That was jerks though. I'm very much on the video because that alone, I died. I was like, this girl is running forever.
Like for me, it's just like.
Did I catch your cough?
For me, it's.
That's love.
It makes me angry because now real women that will come out with real stories, you make it hard for people to. This is why people don't believe if you're fibbing. Like, she's saying that he abused her, all these things.
What's fibbing?
Fibbing is like, it's like an example of telling a white lie.
Oh.
Right?
So it's another Johnny Depp and I forgot the other girl.
Something in the lines, but I don't want to say, I don't like talking about these, honestly, I don't like talking about these topics because they're like, we are outsiders looking in real human beings' lives, right? You don't know what goes on in these real humans' lives. What's the detail behind a video, behind it all, you know? All I'm saying is, don't go making a whole court case and there's evidence and you're ruining someone's life. Like, there are people that tell the truth, but there are people that do evil shit just out of spite. And you don't realize that you're messing with real humans' lives, bro. Like,
and there's so much more on this because there's also the other factor, the race factor, because it's America. Woo. And I'm just like, damn. And it's going to easily be put into this court case. Easily. I can see it happening.
No, it's already, it has.
Oh, have they involved that factor? Anyways, I just want to say there's nothing more ironic than seeing a white woman run after a black man. Now that, love it. I love the irony, bro.
That man was running like,
with
girl,
everything, dog.
You know what it is. He was running like, girl, you don't know I'm black in the streets.
I can run. I can't. No, but she kept up though. She kept up. She was like, this is just another day, bro. I've done this before.
She in a gym, boy.
Nah, she's a long distance running girl. She's a cross country girl. She's a cross city girl. She's like, in heels even. Hey, this girl's used to this. Promise you. Put her in the Olympics now.
She's an
Put her in the Olympics now, guys. Honestly, right? Let her run the 1.5. Gold medal. Facts though. The real talk though. You see how she was moving? Pa 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 pa. I thought
by the minute he turned, I would have been like, hi.
Nah, bro. Dude.
I would have been like, I'll catch you at home. Here you go.
Dude, her technique, her form was on, bro.
I would have lost that man.
Me too.
Man, I can't keep
I would be paced out. I'd be like, because I'm like actually trying to chase him. But he was like, nah, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. I'm ready. She has her jacket in one hand.
Guys, I know. She a fool.
For the apocalypse.
She a fool.
Get her for the apocalypse, brother. Get her for the apocalypse. Honestly, bro, you might need to use her as bait for the zombies, but...
Yo, bro.
I'm kidding.
No. Real life. She a fool, bro. She a fool.
To chase after someone that hard, bro. I don't know. Now she'd be good for the zombies. Because they wouldn't be able to keep up. Because she got it. She goes, bro. Jonathan Myers had to stop at some point.
I think 2 blocks in, I would have been done. I would have been look, babe, I see you at home, boy.
Jonathan Myers, I know he's a boxer. But,
listen, sis...
Nah, you're the one, dog. But on the again, with everything else aside, you're running. Give it to you. Give it to you. Well done.
No, but
I actually want to see you ran track. But if it comes out that she ran track in high school, I swear to God, if she ran track in high school, I'm literally giving her flowers. Brew.
But all I'm saying is stop doing that. Stop doing stuff like this.
Chasing after a man.
Chasing after a man and then trying to ruin someone's life. Like, guys, this is real life. This is serious.
What kind of name is Jabari?
Who?
What's her name, no?
I don't know.
Jabari Majors.
No, it's his name.
Oh. Is it? Mm-hmm. Is it Jabari Majors? Mm-hmm. So I've been saying Jonathan Myers. Clearly it's the wrong person. Mm-hmm. My bad. Jabari Majors' girlfriend.
You really want to know if she's a...
Dude, if it comes out that she was a track star...
You play too much.
Majors' ex-girlfriend. What's her name? Jonathan Majors. I'm getting it right. Oh, Grace Jabari. Who is Grace Jabari? I bet you someone knows that they... Yeah. Where is she from? She's a track athlete, bro.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Oh, she's a... Grace Jabari is a 30-year-old British dancer born in Reading, England. According to her... Okay, she's a dancer, so she got it. Which adds that she pursued dance at school from an early age, achieving a master's degree in contemporary dance. She's now a professional dancer, a movement coach, A role which
She
involves
got
working with
movement.
other dancers, actors, and musicians to enhance synergy between theatrics and the music behind it.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
She's a track star, girl. But I mean, I don't know about track, but like, she be tracking.
That girl, she be tracking for show.
Brother, look, more recently, her choreography and dance skills have landed her roles in a number of movies, including with majors on Ant-Man and the Wasp. All of these things just verify the fact that she's a runner. She's strong. Because now you're doing all of these moves and stuff. Brother, you actually pricked the wrong... You were stupid, actually. Nah, Jabari, brother. You're dumb. Because this girl's going to chase you. And she's going to accuse you of stuff.
No,
Yeah,
but really, guys, when you pick... I want this PSA for men. You guys keep saying that, like, oh, you know, these women, whatever. You guys keep picking the wrong ones.
Well, they like the wrong ones. They like
Okay,
them.
stop picking the wrong ladies.
They like toxicity.
Vet your ladies more. The same way I tell women vet your men, vet your ladies more.
Some girls,
Excuse me.
some guys like toxicity.
Stop going just for the looks. Stop going just for the nice boom boom and the nice poom poom.
And
turn
the
up.
status of dating a white woman.
Go for vet her. Make sure she's the right person.
Was that rude?
Make sure she got the right spirit. She got the right soul. She has the right mentality and morals. Okay? And it's not about skin. It's about inside. The inside. Make sure the inside is not rottening. Because the outside can look real good. It's like a avocado. Until you peel that bad boy, you don't know if it got dark holes
Now
in
you can
it.
feel it up first.
Yes, but...
If you know better.
If you know better, but still...
And you should know better.
Sometimes you can't tell.
You already knew she was a track star.
Sometimes you can't tell, honestly. And I feel like men need to vet their women better. Because that is a wild foolishness.
But also we wish a lot. We know that won't ever happen. Anyway. Thank you guys. And we hope you have a wonderful week. And yeah.
Happy New Year!
Lots of love. Oh yeah.
No, wait. Together.
Happy New Year! Happy